Oh my God, it's like magic.
It's amazing! Keyboard shortcuts? Holy shit. Weren't you around for DOS prompts?
Yes, I was.
Welcome, everybody, to Really Dude.
Really? All right, we just did a really long...
He did. He wouldn't shut.
No,
No.
Etos wouldn't shut up.
Holy
Dude,
shit.
no, dude went on a
so many tangents.
This is like
3-minute fucking rant.
the heads of the Hydra. I was trying to cut them off, but
Yeah,
they would just
right.
fucking keep going.
He's a chatty cat.
Yada, yada, yada. Okay, so this one's going to be really short. All right, look, everybody, news article. Thank you for watching.
Okay, bye.
Right,
All right, so this...
end.
Huh?
No, that's it. We
That's
did
it.
the video.
Yeah, we did the video.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we got
No,
it.
no, go away.
That's a wrap.
Please. All right. All right, so we just did a... This is part of a series we're doing on looking at the media, how they cover stories.
Title will
and
be determined.
what's in the story. Yeah, what's in the story, everything else. So this one is... Damon and I are like not really sure Trump, DeSantis, whatever. We really like what Trump did for 4 years, but we're kind of fed up with everything. You
Kind of
know.
want him to take a step to the side and get some new blood in.
Yeah, and let maybe DeSantis take charge for 4 years. But then I see this story, and the title of it is Ron DeSantis helps Tesla and makes some new enemies.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's like the first thing that comes into my head, it's like, what the fuck, man? Can these politicians not keep their hands off of capitalism?
Please, it's the free market for a reason. Let it be free and a market. And get the fucking guys with guns out of it.
Yeah.
Because that's what, every single time the government comes over here, they're getting guns. They're saying, you will or else.
Or you won't, or else.
Yeah, or you won't. Yeah. It's
So,
true.
so the subheadline on this is DeSantis just signed a new bill with a Tesla-sized exception. So I just can't wait to read this shit.
Ooh.
So here's the first paragraph. Car dealerships have been around forever, but that dealership model is very specifically designed. Though a dealership might bear a big corporate name, like Ford, for example, these dealerships are not owned or operated by the manufacturer. They're separately owned franchises. Recently, though, a new model has started to crop up, direct-to-consumer sales, which I love, by the way.
Me too. Absolutely love it.
Get away from the dealerships. This model, utilized by Tesla, cuts the middleman out of the transaction.
And the money.
Yep.
And a lot of money for the consumer.
Yeah.
By the way, that's why it's getting so popular.
And also, these dealerships usually have to pay fees to the government. So the governments in these states get a lot of money out of these dealerships. Mm-hmm. And they get the taxes from what's being sold in the dealership. So that's millions of dollars every year. So I would imagine what DeSantis is going to do is try to make sure that they keep that theft
thing.
the theft money. Yeah, the taxation. Recently, though, a new model has started to crop up. I just did that one. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed a bill June 13th that prohibits car manufacturers from using this direct-to-consumer sales model in Florida. Wow.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Ron,
Wow.
you fucking shark.
No shit.
You smelled blood in the water and you decided to go for the fucking low-hanging fruit. Just to make sure that you get your monthly stipend of theft.
So he's just like these fuckers in Congress.
Yep.
No better.
What do you know?
I mean, how is it that a politician can go in and say, okay, automakers, you can do this, but you can't do that in my state? I mean, what the fuck is that?
And how do you even figure that that's to protect the people in any way, shape,
Yeah,
or
it
form?
doesn't.
It doesn't.
Don't worry, little Timmy. You're not going to be able to buy a car straight from the manufacturer and save money. But we're protecting you.
Yeah.
We're protecting your rights.
Yeah. So what he's saying with this, and by the way, Texas does this also. Texas, where Tesla is now headquartered, has this same law.
Are you fucking serious?
Nope. Yep. Same fucking law, man. They're not the only two states. There's a bunch of them. Yeah. To where somebody in Texas, if they buy something from Tesla, they actually have to go to a place outside of the state, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Louisiana, to pick up their fucking car.
Oh my gosh.
And that's what DeSantis is doing.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. And so, of course, Elon Musk is trying to change this. He actually filed a suit, I think, in Texas.
Rightly so.
Yeah. So Texas doesn't allow. Musk moves his headquarters, and he's got that whole Boca Chica thing going on. The starships and everything leaving Texas and everything else, and Texas still has this rule. So DeSantis is saying the same fucking thing now. The bill represents a big protection for dealerships. Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
It protects the dealerships.
That's all it does.
Yeah,
it does
fuck you,
not
dealerships.
protect the consumers whatsoever.
By the way, I never liked going to a dealership ever. I've never
No.
one time been like, oh,
Ever.
good. I get
And
to
it's
go
like-
to fucking Ford.
and it's
Or
like,
I
think
get to
about-
go to Chevrolet today.
Yep.
What this would have done, what Tesla's move would have done for the consumers had it been for everywhere, then there would be no excuse for these dealerships to get away with their fucking their sharp business practices
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Like
You
making
know?
you wait. Have you ever been in a dealership and had to wait 25 minutes because they have to go talk to their manager about something that you want or a feature that you want in the car? Well, really, all they're doing is they're playing psychological tricks on you to fucking wear you down. Because the longer you're there, the more you're invested, and they wear down your faculties. So you'll be more intent to buy whatever they're selling.
Yeah, it's a little game they play.
And please tell me I'm bullshitting.
And you women out there who are watching this, you especially hate going to dealerships because they're condescending towards you. They really try to put the pressure on you. They know that women are a little bit less knowledgeable usually about cars and car selling. So I've actually had to go with several women friends to dealerships to help them get a good deal because they're just awful how they are. They've gotten better now, but they're still awful. But the whole experience is just wretched. The last new car I bought, I was there for 2.5 fucking hours.
Yeah, seriously. I remember going to dealerships and my God, I fucking hated every goddamn hour we spent there.
Yep. Instead, with Tesla and a few other car makers now, you get on there, you fill in the information, you give the credit card, boop, bada bing, bada bang, done.
Done.
Don't talk.
There's your car.
Yeah.
Boom. That's how it should be.
But the politicians who are protecting the citizens, they don't like that. But the reason they don't like that is because of taxation. They tax the fuck out of these dealerships and all of the cars that are sold at these dealerships.
And also on the cars that they have on the lot. I think that's called it's called reserve
Holding.
stock or holding stock or
Yeah.
something like that. And so they even get taxed on that.
Yeah. So they make they steal a shit ton of money from these dealerships. But the dealerships like it because it protects them from the big boys trying to sell direct to consumer. So it's a little guild. It's like a medieval guild that's set up.
Ah, like the Rogues Guild.
Like that. So anyway, so it's a little game they play. So I'm interested in how Tesla is being protected by this. So that's kind of weird.
Probably because it doesn't go for EVs.
I don't know. We're about to find out. Though laws like this one are nothing new, the bill, which will go into effect July 1st, carries a notable exception that will allow Tesla and other newer EV manufacturers to carry on with their direct sales method.
So basically Ford, Chevy, and
They're fucked.
they can't do it, but all the newer EV manufacturers?
Well, it goes on to say the bill says that a manufacturer cannot own or operate a dealership if that manufacturer has in the past distributed cars under a franchise agreement in this state with an independent person. So Tesla's never had a dealership in that state. And so DeSantis is giving him an out, is giving Tesla an out on this, which is really unfair to the other car makers.
But it's to incentivize more people buying EVs.
Yeah. And also, I don't know if you heard about this, but DeSantis actually he announced his presidential campaign on Twitter.
I did not hear this.
Yeah.
No shit.
That's where he started his presidential campaign, was on Twitter, and he and Elon Musk had met before that.
Huh. Oh.
Yeah. So this sounds like we're in bed, folks.
Yeah, this sounds like you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, baby.
Which is what politicians do.
Of course. This is the backroom deals that you got to worry about.
Yeah, it's crony capitalism.
Crony capitalism at its best. We live in a free market capitalistic society? No, sir. We live in a crony capitalistic society.
Yeah.
You know when it'll be free market? When the government is
Gets the
done
fuck
regulating every fucking thing you do.
Exactly. Okay, this essentially prevents all legacy automakers, Ford, GM, Chrysler,
Yeah,
etc.,
all these motherfuckers, everybody. Yeah.
from going direct to consumers, but it will allow for the newer brands, namely Tesla, Rivian, and Lucid, to take advantage of the direct sales model. I mean, if I were the legacy automakers, I would be furious. at this
Absolutely.
shit.
I'd fucking hey, there you go, legacy automakers. Why don't you go ahead and spend your you send them to the lobbying. Why don't you spend your lobbying money against this now? Go ahead.
Yeah. No shit.
Hey, I'd be with you on this side.
But I mean, the legacy automakers have very often in the past asked the federal government, Congress, those rats in Congress, they've asked them to put extra high tariffs on cars coming into the country.
Yeah, for Honda, Toyota.
Yeah. To protect.
To protect their.
So they jumped in bed with the officials when it was to their benefit.
Yeah.
And now, evidently, Tesla and maybe some other EV makers have jumped in bed with DeSantis. And now they're fucking the legacy automakers who were fucking all the other automakers before.
Welcome to crony capitalism,
There it
motherfuckers.
is.
Enjoy your goddamn cake.
No
Yes,
shit.
you got your cake, and now you can
Yep.
go ahead and eat it.
Yep. Whatever goes around comes around. Yeah. Whatever goes around comes
Whatever comes around goes around.
around.
How the foo shits.
This essentially moves. Okay. This move comes a little under a month after Tesla CEO Elon Musk helped DeSantis launch his presidential campaign through a Twitter Spaces interview. During the glitchy event, DeSantis praised Musk for his purchase of Twitter, calling him a free speech advocate.
Could this be a Joe Biden Burisma connection? Perhaps. No, it's a big deal when fucking Joe Biden makes backroom deals with these companies. But here you are doing the same fucking thing. Do you see this? Look, haven't we said previously on this channel that we are about freedom and whatever side, it doesn't matter. Anybody can get it. We're equal opportunity. They can get equal rights and equal lefts, baby. Same thing here. Fucking DeSantis, you immoral piece of shit.
Yeah. By the way, read my new book, Media Medusa. It's about all of this stuff. About how... Thanks, guys. About how bad the media is and what it should do, how it should focus on rights. So what should this story is a very straightforward story. And in fact, it doesn't really seem to show bias. It's just like giving the information, which is about the best you can get with media right now. But what it should say is what we just said. This is crony capitalism. And DeSantis is committing crony capitalism. But the legacy automakers are getting in the ass because they've done crony
The exact
capitalism.
same
Yeah,
fucking
the
thing.
exact
Exactly.
same fucking thing.
Congratulations. Enjoy that sandpaper dildo.
Because you
What
fucked
he just
yourself.
What David just said. You're just a spice in this program.
I am.
aren't you?
Nice. Spicy. I'm a jalapeno.
He likes Pride Month.
I do.
Anyways. So anyway, so this story, one thing I mentioned in Media Medusa is that all stories about politics, having to do with politics or crime, should focus on individual rights. The individual rights that are being violated here is that DeSantis is presuming that government should have a say in the auto industry, how they're sold, etc. He's violating the rights of the automakers. You know, whether we like them or not, he's violating their rights
Yes. He is violating their rights.
to sell however they want to sell.
Because guess what? It's a free country. Or it should be.
Yeah. And violating the rights of the citizens to be able to
want to buy.
who want to buy direct.
Some people want to fucking shop for their car in their goddamn underwear. And guess what? Have it delivered to their house. Or even Necado. Necado, you know, incognito.
Incarnado.
Yeah. You know, like people want that
Necado.
shit. And you're taking that away. Why? Well, now I can't buy my Ford Flex. Now I can't buy my GMC Yukon. Or is it a Yukon? Well, whatever. Now I can't buy my Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Unless you want to go to a dealership.
Unless I want to go fucking sit there and get beat down by the damn dealership motherfuckers.
So DeSantis, I mean, he's just like all the rest of them. As much as we promoted him a couple of months back and said, you know, we kind of would rather have him be in there instead of Trump, we got this shit to put up with.
There you go.
They're no different. They're all rats.
They're all
And
rats.
really- yeah, no, every single. So really, this is just goes to show. Don't like put any of these people on a pedestal. Politicians are always politicians. Always, you know, always trust them to go back to their core roots, which is power.
Yep.
They want power. They want money. How do they take that from you, us, the people? That they'll figure a way every single time. So, you know,
Yep,
it doesn't help that Ron DeSantis right now is getting a lot of good press, you know, from the right and stuff like that, you know, getting all these ownage moments.
Well, what they're doing
It's
is
like-
they're relying on the fan basing.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
they're relying on you, the individual, to not have critical thought, and instead go for a party just simply because they are the they're your
favored.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
your political symbolism.
It's like right now we have a system, our presidential system. We have to go with the lesser evil. You know, that's how we have it set up. We don't have it to where the fucking government works for the people, which is how it should be. You know, people own the government. No, it's instead it's slowly been turning where the government owns us, the people. You know, and they start implementing these predatory policies like this that screws over you. You know, who is this benefiting other than them? This is not benefiting us in any way, shape, or form. At all.
I mean, I agree with what Ito just said. This is a politician flexing his muscles.
Yep.
Flexing his power muscles over the marketplace, over free people. Allegedly free people.
And I've seen it at the lowest level, and I've seen it. Here you go at one of the higher levels. That's all it is them fucking over the free people.
Yeah. And it doesn't. This helps. There is no political action ever that helps individuals. Ever. There's never been a law passed that actually helps the citizens of the United States or anywhere else in the world. Anytime they do something, it's going to harm at least a segment of people. Every single time. And who this harms is those wanting to buy cars and get out of dealerships and buy cars. It hurts the legacy automakers or anybody else.
And yeah, the people who don't want to fucking buy an EV. Look, I am not going to own an EV. Until the last gas guzzling vehicle fucking is on Earth, I will own a gas fucking car. I will not buy an electric vehicle because I like freedom. And gas affords me more freedom than having to fucking stick my car on a goddamn charger for 45 minutes to an hour whenever I need to fill it up.
But you are free to change your mind and buy an EV. But if you live in Texas, then you're not going to be able to buy that EV straight from Tesla. Unless you want to go out of state to pick it up. So that's politicians getting in the way of free commerce and free individual rights and free choice.
Yep.
And DeSantis just did this big time. He ought to be ashamed over this.
I can't believe you can show your face in public.
No shit.
No shit.
The man for freedom and liberty. Yeah, sure. Freedom and liberty
No
for
shit.
politicians.
Yeah, he's the alternative to Trump. No thanks.
No thanks.
So this is what we've been saying is how this story should have been written. Not just just the facts, man. It's got to be talking about how has DeSantis just violated the rights of all the legacy automakers and the citizens of the state to make their own free choices on what they want to buy.
Yeah, and realistically speaking, it's funny. I find this hilarious that left-leaning fucking establishments don't use that as a perfect fucking in to exactly what the fuck is going on. Because guess what? That's exactly what's happening. He's violating people's rights.
As much as the left doesn't like Tesla, you'd think they'd be all over this shit.
No shit. That's surprising.
No. This is crony capitalism. And this is what it does. It always violates rights. Anyway, so we're trying to show you how the story should be written, what they say. So we go after content and how it's done. And this is just one example. So leave your comments down below. Tell us how awesome we were, right?
How awesome I was. You're welcome.
were.
You're welcome, by the
Did you even talk during this one?
I did.
No,
I said
don't recall
was.
you saying anything.
I said Nekakado.
Oh, that's true.
Nekakado.
I really like that one. In Nekakado.
In Nekakado.
Yeah, that
In
was good.
Nekakado.
That was
You know, as you're ordering your vehicle.
Yeah. You owe Damon money if you use that word.
That's right. TM.
All right. Anything else, boys?
Nope, man. This is the man space. I'm manscaping.
Manscaping. All right. Later, y'all.
Later. Oh, by the way, just want to add one more thing
Yeah.
before you
Yeah, go
cancel
ahead.
it. I really do like Pride Month a whole lot because there's rainbows everywhere. I love rainbows.
Fucking God. All right. Later.